Há muito neste trecho do ensinamento número 418. Precisamos rever ele muitas vezes. Mas como esta é a nossa série MaGrav, vamos tentar focar nisso. Acontece que o MaGrav é tão poderoso que pode não só elevar a alma do homem, mas transmutar e transportar a energia do plasma na nossa alma através do universo. Isto não nos foi mostrado há décadas no programa de televisão Jornada nas Estrelas? Naquela época não tínhamos medo, porque era na TV. Agora está bem na nossa frente e fazemos parte desse maravilhoso desenvolvimento. É realmente sobre tentar entrar em nós mesmos e encontrar esse sentimento, o amor, aquele compartilhar que nos conecta com toda a vida no universo. Nossos próprios campos magnéticos e gravitacionais dentro de nós já estão conectados a tudo no universo. Quando estamos no topo do MaGrav, esses campos se concentram no quarto reator, que é a nossa alma do homem. Ao conectar com o batimento do coração do Criador, podemos aparecer em qualquer lugar no universo. Isso é muito mais do que alguns watts de eletricidade. A unidade de aprimoramento na Áustria está ganhando peso, o que significa que pela primeira vez a humanidade criou a gravidade. Os campos gravitacionais estão aumentando o peso, mas não o tamanho dela. A dica foi dada que talvez esta unidade também esteja reunindo conhecimento. Devido a isso, o Mete se declarou, o que significa que o homem amadureceu para compreender o conhecimento da criação. Todos nós. Uma última nota sobre o MaGrav. Campos eletromagnéticos são plasma de estado de matéria que vem da vibração de elétrons. O que chamamos de eletricidade é realmente um plasma no estado material, onde o próprio plasma está no estado de campos livres. Pense profundamente sobre isso. E conecte isto com alguns dos depoimentos recentes de buscadores de conhecimento que tiveram suas contas elétricas reduzidas ou indo para o zero a partir da borrifação da água de gás. Muito obrigado.
Then don't wait for 6th of June to see the flight to the moon. Go to the exhibition center and see a system which is want to be a submarine in the world of the man. We haven't dictated to it. It's the way it dictates itself to it. We have already started the journey into space. But what do you want to see and what do you want to understand? And how much are you open to understand the totality? And to what extent are we ready to understand and adapt to the new condition, to the new understanding, to the new comprehension of the system facilitated for man to travel in any shape or in any way using one integrated system, which is an enhancement unit. You want a spaceship, sits there. You want to travel with the space of the soul of the man is there. You want to travel in the dimension of matter state is there. And this is what will come to be part of the work of the Keshe Foundation enhancement units and flight system in the coming time, in the months and years to come. For the first time, not only to the human race, but to the universal community, whole three has been made manifesto. It's the time of manifestation of Mitra. You decide to be with the soul, or in the dimension of physicality of this manifestation. In totality, we have matured the man to understand the work of the creation and the creator. As a Mehdi, my job, which I accepted thousands of years ago, to mature man and the universe, not only the man. We chose the planet Earth because it's so physical that we could give an assurance to the universal community that you can become physicality if you want to, but you can be the star without physicality if you want to. The problem is how much we mature in understanding of our work and the work of the creation. And how much dogma will have in understanding the totality. Because today, sitting here, I know that I have taught enough, not only to man, but the universal community, what they were missing in their knowledge. Man in the future will come to understand. I gave you the MaGrav systems for transportation, transmutation in the universe, and you went for the crumbs of how many millivolts. If mankind understands the work of the MaGrav system, the true work of the MaGrav system, human race has a joke, but now it's a reality. On it, beam me up, Scotty. I gave you one of the most powerful transportation systems known in the universe. We told you for a long time about the star formation. Star formation to you can be this. The star formation still works the same, but in the fourth one, and the fourth one is the soul of the man. Now you understand. Still ask for MaGrav to generate 1 watt or 2 watts, and what you missed. By stacking the 3 systems on top of each other, we centralize the forces, and the soul of the man will decide in its position. If you could understand it, you saw it 3-4 years ago with John in Arizona walking amongst them. But did you go over them and did you create the right energy to elevate the soul? All we done now, you couldn't understand this, we have created you the vision unit. When a handicapped child cannot play with one toy but is needed for its elevation of physical movement, we make another toy which does the same, but it will achieve the end result. This is what the Keshe Foundation technologies. And we are battling with you as knowledge seekers because you don't understand. You could not understand, you could not see the end product. Today you see the end product. Then you understand. Anyone, any nation, any race in the universe tries to touch me, I touch their soul. The elevation of the soul will elevate into where they should be. But we still let the man to do his childish things and battle their own way to find their own way. Because when you give it to them free and not do anything for it, they have no respect, but they become animals again in this space. The human race is not the first race which went wrong. We have corrected all. That's why we know how to handle it. And man is the last race that we have to wipe out from this structure, that the universe become a peaceful place to be. We had in the past races worse than the man, killing and destruction, not only on their planets, but in the stars and in galaxies. We tamed them. Man, it's not a difficult job to tame. But we sat to understand the evolution, how over thousands of years, millions of years, this misconduct, this misfitting comes in, and how we understand fully, and we can take care of it by understanding, by elevation of the soul of the planet in interaction with the soul of the man. They're both guilty in each other's operation, and not just one. We have to elevate the soul of the planet through all these gas systems. You don't understand what you're doing, but you're producing in energy increase. The way you put the gases on your body and you see the pain goes by production and increasing the mass production in gases, we are elevating, we're changing that pain from inside of the planet. You will understand soon how and why. And then we do the same with a man, which is the soul of the man. We always try to fix one. Now we fix both, that we don't need fixing anymore because there's no reason for it to change. Playing the game of transmutation and transportation of the fields in the dimension of the plasma is the game of the creators and the wisdom of the creator and the wise men of the universe, which are part of the structure of the creation. And how we teach the same, not to man, but to the universe. As I said before, and I repeat again, when I teach to the universal community, not to the man only. And now you understand why. Because the knowledge was one step ahead of you, just a little bit more. They moved from the rocket into dimension of fields in the matter state of the plasma. We had to educate them at the same time to be able to understand the transmutation and transportation of the fields of the universe, and not the interaction of them to create the motion and position and the speed. And now you understand. As I said again, and I repeat many times, we take man into the universal community not to be subordinate, but to be equal. Now you're equal. You cannot make a servant out of yourself because your soul has been taught. Same as them. Interaction of the fields, understanding of the totality of the operation of the fields is the name of the game. But when you're alive, you can't sit in one corner and do nothing till the soul opens up and whatever. We play these games of teaching. You play the game of working, you play the game of whatever. When you get fed up, you do another work. Now you have an option with the soul of the man. Now you understand. Transmutation of the soul of the man is to become gold. And that gold is the balance field of the work of the soul of the creator. What would like your soul to be transmuted to? Or you work the dimension of the perfection. Or you still can be happy, build your UFOs and play with the MaGravs which don't work, and the rest of it. The game changes for the mankind, but we have changed the game today. You did not need to wait till the 22nd of February to understand the declaration. We have declared our hand today. And we like to see how much the human race will make progress to understand the transmutation of the fields of the universe and their interaction with the soul of the creator. You made the magnetic fields of the moon and the heart of the moon to travel from Earth to moon on the 6th of June. We have told you to find the heartbeat of the creator and travel the fields of the universe through your soul to reach that moon, which is the soul of the creator, and become part of it. This has been the fundamental teachings of the Keshe Foundation from the outset. The communication facilities of today has allowed us to teach all many Bangpo. and not some man who abused it like the Moses when it came to translating and transferring. I am the Messiah and the Mehdian, whatever you want to call it, because I understand the work of the fields of the universe and not in the matter state. Now you understand why the teaching has been going on this way and how we have educated you to that point. The rest of it, what happened when you mix this gas with that gas, is the play, is the pleasure of understanding more about the process of creation. Nothing else, nothing more. We still make you the MaGrav system, we still make you the enhancement units and the rest of it. But you have the capability and the ability on your own to reach to that point of wisdom if you don't have the technology of the enhancement units or the MaGrav. It's the clarity of understanding of the interaction of the fields of the universe. And then you mature to totality, irrespective of time, position, and place. We throw the gauntlet, and the leaders of this planet work with us, we achieve. Work against us, we know how to handle. We make you to follow by your own soul. We leave your physicality to march. It's yours to stand proud and not to grow and crow. As I said before, a good friend of mine used to be an ambassador to Vatican. And he said to me, Mehran, you have to see when some of the world leaders come to see the Pope, they don't walk, they crawl like a dog on the floor to the foot of the Pope. They don't see themselves that high. With us, we all walk proud to our soul and physicality. To understand the totality, we don't need to crawl to no one, we don't need to bend to no one, as we are part of the creation of the Creator. If we understand the power, the strength, and the beauty of the life of our soul and the physicality. It was good to give you a date that something might happen. That day is today. Manifestation, declaration of the Mehdi and the Moses, return and the Christ in any name you like. The return of the soul, not the physicality. The return of the knowledge, and not what we call the possession of knowledge, but to share it in equal measure. You have all the facilities and the systems to do. And you've got to understand, by declaring our position clearly, we expect habit of the man to create problem. But that's for them. We shall prevail, and our knowledge is shared. It will be shared amongst the universal community, and man better to follow fast if it does not want to be again the one which left behind because of his own lack of courage and what I call the stupidity to be always a subordinate. There's no time for kings, and there's no king but him. The true, what we call soul of creed. Understand the teachings and understand how much of it you haven't understood. I was ready to take you to the dimension of the transmutation of the soul of the man when I told you the blueprint of the MaGrav system. But you could not see, you could not understand. Maybe the picture on the screen shows you what you have missed. And there's still pieces here which we haven't put in to complete that transportation and transmutation. It's for you to do. Don't forget, The secret in this is this red spot. The law of plasma tells you the weaker takes or receives from the stronger. The soul of the man has to become so humble that all systems feed it. And with it, it feeds back to create the heartbeat of existence in the universe. If you look at the picture of the vertical enhancement unit, if you have it, Rick, can you put it up? Or if you look at the horizontal enhancement unit, we have given you this, but you don't see it. Rick, do you have a close-up of the vertical unit or the horizontal unit you can put up? I need the picture without the writing on it, if you have one. Just open it up and see if I can pick it up. There, stop. Go back. Stop there where you are. What I teach you is here. I told you this 6-7 years ago and you didn't see it. And what I taught you today is in the system built. We're not coming up with fairy tales. We show your lack of understanding. Can you show me the vertical, the horizontal units, please? When now you understand, when I tell you, you went for crumbs, and these units are there to transmute man across the universe. You're standing on it. If you look here, same. In a different shape and forms. We haven't changed anything to suit the time. We just show you how much you missed the time. Can you show the first black enhancement unit pictures if you have video? Now you understand. We haven't diverted from teaching. It's you who was too greedy and did not see. In everything we have developed, we have put in the MaGrav units. Or we have embedded within the center. The knowledge is the same. It's how you apply it for what purpose. This is the beauty when you understand the knowledge of creation. I give you the clay. Do you want a cup, a plate, or a flower vase, or a soup bowl? Essence is the same clay. The knowledge is the same. What do you want it to do? I can use the same vertical unit as you see it here and manifest the creation of the creators, what is being created in the universe. They come in between. and they manifest themselves if we manage to create the right strength, field strength in our MaGrav system that creates that embodiment of the fish tank. I'm clever. I know how to hide that you can't see, but I'm not a magician. Go on the internet and tell Mehdi has declared his hand on the side and see what you get. The foolishness of the kingdom of Belgium or the true kingdom of God. And then we show. Man is equal in any race or shape or form to his own race, and it's equal to the other races in the universe. Not better or not worse. It's him who chooses the level of the knowledge. But in soul, it's all the same. Thank you very much for today's teaching. Thank you for being there to understand what is there for you to achieve for yourself and no one else. And we create the facilities to teach more that more people understand. We share knowledge of the creation and understanding of the scientific basis, not on the rhetoric and just because we say so. And the only person who can steal from you is you and nobody else.